Hello Blue Moon fans! Today I'm going to talk about my light up headdresses, what components go into them and what makes them so special. So I always start with this special kind of the special kind of headband that I found that is pretty amazing because you can actually shape it to the shape of your head. I frequently will talk to people and they're like, oh, I couldn't possibly wear that. I have a weird shaped head, whatever. But the headbands that I use are moldable to the shape of your head. So these were such a great find, and I now use them exclusively for all of my headdresses. The next piece that comes into play, I'll show you on this guy. So this is the light string. I use these wired fairy lights, which have a pretty universally findable coin cell battery that power it. They have a nice on-off switch. And what I do when I'm working with these wires is, my goal is to make the wire disappear from view so that the lights just appear and everything's really well integrated. I want it to feel very whole and intact. So using my trusty hot glue gun, I very carefully will, glue the wires in place and make sure that they are affixed in such a way that they're not going to get caught on anything or snagged or any of that stuff. There are two main styles of headdress. The one I'm wearing has an applique as a base. I like a sequins applique. I also use large flowers, and so depending on the way I put them together is slightly different depending on the what goes into them. So the flowers, I try to make it look like little stamens, and then depending on the shape of the sequins piece, I'll try to nest the lights kind of immediately to the side of the sequins applique. But it's all very integrated. That's my goal, is for it to be feeling like one big whole piece. And then I love using these little wispy fabric tidbits, fabric tendrils. You can actually tie them behind your head for a little extra security. I always make sure to use some stretchy fabric so that they have a little bit of elastic feeling spring. And then there's the tendril parts. There's the feathery or floral components that stick up to make them all fairy magical. And this is kind of why craft stores are dangerous for me, because I may have a collection problem. I go in for one thing like glue, and I come out with, this armful of fake leaves and flowers and fake branches, and I have a bit of a problem. But I'm not allowed to buy any more until I sell some more headdresses. So I'm cut off right now. But it's so fun, and I find stuff like, oh my gosh, this great pink or orange, or I'm always trying to find unusual colors, because you get a lot of green and usual typical colors, but finding stuff like that's not really found in nature, like these black dahlias and these beautiful blues, and flowers aren't really common this color, but it's nice to wear as a color. So I certainly have a lot of fun at the the craft store, and the fabric store too. But so it's interesting because I've seen some designers whose process looks like they come up with a vision and they draw it, and they have this very clear idea of what they want to make, and then the challenge is sourcing the right fabric or the right components, and they're very particular about what they are, what their vision is. My process is a little more, a little more watercolor, a little more layered. Magpie. I'll just sit down and kind of go, okay, what am I feeling today? I'm feeling orange. Let's do some orange. Okay, I really like you. How do you go with you? And how do we like this? And, just seeing how things play together and how they layer together. It's very much more, it's more about what I'm feeling at the moment and how I like the way things look together. So that's much more what my process looks like. It's very, it's sort of, I guess it's a mindful practice of assembling things together and seeing what I like, and oh, you aren't quite the right color. I need to go outside and spray paint you a different color because you need a little more white, or you need a little more gray, or stuff like that. So it's super duper fun. I love making headdresses. Actually, I love making everything in my product line, but I find in particular the headdresses I find so much joy in it. I think because I get to work with all these really pretty things, and they sparkle and they light up, and they're just, you know, nobody needs a headdress. Nobody ever needs a light up headdress, but it's such a fun thing to put on and feel like you're this magical fairy queen, you know, scampering through your everyday life. And it really makes everything I make makes your everyday life more magical. And I have so much fun doing that. So thank you to all my customers for allowing me to do that for you. I love making magic for the world. So anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. You're going to see a link to my Etsy store in a minute where you can shop all of the light up headdresses that I have in stock right now. Please buy them so that I can make more, because I really have fun making them. So, but I can't make any more until I sell some. So yeah, this is how this works. Please also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos for you, so leave a comment, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.